Everyone, and welcome to my channel. In this particular video, I'm covering the topic of worded problems with quadratics. Now, if you've been following my channel, you would see that I did two other videos like this. Now, the reason why I'm doing a third one is because I really want to make sure that you all get it and you all understand that these questions are really not that difficult. Now, this is my question. Now, this is the diagram here, and this is all the information they gave us. They said, in this diagram, it's a rectangle ABCD, but we could also see there are other shapes embedded in here. There is a quadrilateral PQRS, then there are four small triangles. There's a small one here and another one that looks similar on the side, and then there's one here and another one here. So all these shapes make up this pretty complex shape in all. Our first question goes like this. It says, find the length of QC, and they want it as an expression. And an expression simply means that we do not want an equal sign, right? So QC, the first thing we need to do in our diagram is identify where exactly is QC. QC is right here, from here to here. So as I can tell from this diagram, I don't have a value that I can just read off and say QC is 5 or 6 or whatever. However, I can see that BC is 8 because of this blue arrow here, and BQ, this piece here, is actually X. So then QC would have to be 8 minus X. And of course, because it's a measurement, we need to put the centimeters. So that, everybody, takes us to the end of our first little piece. Our second little piece, A part 2. Find the area of the triangle CRQ. Now, where exactly is CRQ? That is here, C, R, and Q. So this triangle here. Now, because this is a rectangle, we know that here is a right angle, and we know that this then makes a right angle triangle. So that is great for us because that means that I could use the area of a triangle that says height by base on 2. So what is my height? Well, I could say my height will have to be whatever QC is multiplied by whatever RC is. Height and base, all on 2. And QC from our previous answer was 8 minus X, and RC given here is X. So I put it over 2 and I simplify. So put brackets here, so I'll get 8X minus X squared all on 2. So this, everybody, I could just add in a centimeter squared, is the area of triangle CRQ. Nice. Now let's move on to part B. They say, hence show that the area in square centimeters of the quadrilateral PQRS is this. Now, again, identify where is PQRS. That's here. P, Q, R, and S. That's the inner shape. So actually, this needs a little more. So let me erase the board. To find the area of PQRS, I can see that this shape is inside here. That's this piece here. And actually, if I look at the outer parts, I will see that it's actually embedded in the big rectangle ABCD, and also considering the four small triangles, right? So I could actually work out the area of PQRS by minusing these four small areas of these triangles here from the big area of the rectangle. So let me go through the steps. So I'll say the area of the big rectangle, that would be ABCD, will actually just be length by breadth, which is 12 by 8. That'll be 96 centimeters squared. Nice. Now, the area of QRC, that's the triangle QRC, was 8x minus x squared all on 2. Now, that's because of that. We did that already in part 2. But if I were to look at this triangle here now, that's this one that's marked off x. I cannot mark it off as x. This one here, I could see that this side here is x, and this side here will also be a 8 minus x. So right angle again, the area of that other triangle, that's what? Triangle APS would be 8x minus x squared on 2. Well, after I work it out, right, it'll end up working, sorry, it means that I would have done this working and gotten that, right? So I have the areas of these two triangles here. And I could, of course, put centimeters squared and stuff. So that covers this one and this one, right? Now I need to find out the areas of these other triangles here, the ones with the circles in them, right? So let's go working that out. So let me find the area of 1. So let's look at the area of the triangle PBQ. So that's this here. So I need to find this side here, PB, and I need to find BQ. Now I know BQ is already X, but PB, this whole long side here is 12, and this piece here is X. So this will definitely be 12 minus X. So then the area of this will be 12 minus X by X all on 2. 12X minus X squared all on 2. That will be the area of this triangle, PBQ. However, because it's a rectangle, if up here is 12, then down on this side here is also 12. And then this also means that this section here from D to R will be 12 minus X also. And here is also X. So again, similarly, the area of triangle SDR will be 12 minus X by X again. And this. So we can see that we got the same thing for here and the same thing for here, right? And that's okay. That's not a problem. That could actually help us out a bit. So now what I need to do is I need to take my 96 from up here and minus all 4 areas, these pieces here. So I'm going to do that now. Say I'll just write PQRS will be equal to 96 minus 8x minus x squared on 2, 8x minus x squared on 2, then I'll minus again 12x minus x squared on 2, 12x minus x squared on 2, right? So now I need to simplify this. Now, I don't know if you all realize this, but this 2 divided here is the same as if I were to pull this out and put a half in front. So this means I'll have a minus a half of 8x minus x squared and a minus a half into 8x minus x squared as well. And a minus a half add a minus a half will give me a minus 1. So this is the same as saying 96 minus 8x minus x squared, one of it, right? And similarly, the same could work for here. So I'll get minus 12x minus x squared, right? So now I can simplify. So multiply here and here, positive x squared. Sorry about that. It's just a little uncomfortable writing on this board. Right. Minus 12x plus x squared. Simplifying again. 2x squared minus 20x plus 96. And guess what? We got our answer. That's it there. So yes, it was a little tricky with all these fractions and stuff. But once we stuck to the logic behind what is the area of a triangle and what are the sides given and process of elimination, etc., we could figure it out. Okay, good. Now to move on to part C. So in part C now, they say if the area is 60, prove that our equation that we just got will now simplify to this. So it simply means, this is pretty easy actually to do. We write this plus 96, this is what we got from before, and we're going to put this equal to 60 because that is what they told us, right? So we send this over, we get 2x squared minus 20x plus 96 minus 60 is 0. Just simplifying here, simple basic algebra. And then this does not look like my equation, right? My coefficient here is 1. So for me to get a 1 here, I need to divide this whole equation by 2. So I get x squared minus 10x plus 18. And guess what? That's it. I got it. So nice. That is the end of part C. So now, we've completed here and here. Let's do the last part. And it says to solve this equation, given the answer to 2 decimal places. So from the time they suggest that we need to round, I kind of know, well, okay, it's either I'm going to use quadratic formula or I'm going to use completing the square. And I always find completing the square is very easy. So I will use completing the square. So let me continue with that. Part D now, completing the square, x squared minus 10x plus 18 is equal to 0. It will simply become this plus 18 minus 25. And if you're confused about how I got this, you could always check the video that I did on how to complete the square, step by step with notes. Right, so this becomes this. Send this over now. Now this is the completing the square answer actually, but now I want to solve. So I get x minus 5 squared is equal to 7. X minus 5 is equal to the square root of 7, which is pretty long. And you always write your full value, right? So this is a long number like this, and then I'll say x is equal to positive 2.645751311 plus 5, or x is equal to minus the same value that I just wrote there, plus 5, right? So it's always plus or minus this value, not the value that you're sending over, because this is a minus 5 going over, it will just become a positive. This value will become 7 point all of this, but they've said to round to 2 decimal places, so I'll just round here and I'll get this answer. That's one value for x, and then this one will become 2.3542, etc., and rounded I get 2.35 centimeters. So that, everybody, takes us to the end. Now I hope, no, this is my third example doing this, so I really hope that this last one seals the deal and you'll really understand what to do and don't make any silly mistakes with this. Remember, you can do it, just keep reading and trying to understand and know that there's some way that you can figure it out. Okay, thanks guys for tuning in. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys. Bye.